Morning all, just give you an update what it looks like here by the Nile. Me and Twiby's here on the dam wall. The dam wall looks significantly better. There's a little bit of water here and there that comes through, but on the exit it's still running quite a bit. Still a whole lot of water rushing through. Toby from the municipality opened up nicely for us here on this side actually yesterday, the TLB, and then there's a flow on this side as well that they managed to make. So the curbs are already out of the water on the dam wall itself. So yeah, the water has gone down dramatically. There's still a lot of water on the dam wall itself, but this dam wall ain't going nowhere. Well done, Mr. Pelser. You did an absolute immaculate job here. But on the other hand, some good news. Dam wall's kind of dry. There's one or two small places there where the water comes through. But yeah, most of the dam wall on the outside is dry. So yeah, I've got big improvements. But there's still a lot of water here.
Well, here we are back about a week and a half later. We had the first episode and you saw the amount of water that went through the Nile. And now we are here with an update. So what did we see? There are some very, very good news. One of the biggest concerns was the integrity of the dam wall. The water, there were a specific place, or the overflow on the town side of the dam wall, where the most of the water usually comes through first. Now this time the water was above the dam wall and it went over the entire dam wall, and we saw that in the last episode. Now what Harkam showed us now is that there's still a bit of a trickle going over the dam wall. The curbs are starting to show. They have now opened another overflow on the mountainside, so there's two overflows running, and that water level is dropping quite rapidly. But the good news is that the dam wall is perfect. The question was, or the risk was, when that dam wall would go, crack, collapse, whatever, there's a lot of settlements below the dam wall that will receive all that water. Now that risk has been mitigated. So that's one of the very first good news items. So also at the bottom of the dam wall, that road was totally, well, you couldn't go there. But now there are people already starting to walk through because that water is not flowing as hard anymore. And also the good news is that the rescue teams have been withdrawn. So to get people from the one side of the dam to the other side, they were using boats, and they had jetties, and they were carting them across with boats or ferries or whatever. Now that isn't necessary anymore, and the rescue teams are withdrawing. So now that information is from last week on Thursday, the 23rd. So on the 23rd, this is what it looked like. Let's go and have a look at what it looked like on Thursday between the chalets.
Okay, just from this side, as you can see, the water has gone down quite a bit. The water was right up here where I'm standing now. Even that pole there was underwater. Everywhere here there was water. So these were the buoys that the mine used with the rescue services to get the people from the other side over to this side with the boat. It's at that stage now that we don't need them anymore. As you can see there on the previous video, the guys are walking through the water now. not that deep anymore. Now the water is still up here. This is T1. So the water is currently all the way down there by T2. We had a lot of damage at T2. We had to evacuate the house there, the unit. Took everything out of the house, but as you can see, there's still a lot of water here.
Well, did you see those kurper in between the chalets? Now, since Thursday up to this week, that water has subsided a lot as well. And we're going to show you a little bit of footage from today, today, which is Tuesday, what it looks like up current from Moordrift and Chrome Mine. The way that they measure is they measure the speed of the water and they measure the height at the specific place under those bridges. And that has gone down quite a lot as well. They had a peak towards Thursday. Thursday was higher than Wednesday and Tuesday, but it subsided again. So the amount of water that's going through to the Nile is significantly less. The other piece of good news is also that there's only one of the chalets where there's clear significant damage to the chalet itself, and that is Townside 2. That is the one closest to the water, and that's the only chalet that the floor was water. They had to vacate it completely. The others, they had a little bit of freeboard. I'm sure it was like an inch or two. But when they put up those temporary homes, when that became permanent, those were put on stilts. They were elevated, specifically for floods like these, and it was quite a good thing. So that's two things that they did that was very well. They improved the dam wall integrity, and they lifted up the infrastructure from basically from the bottom or from ground level. What they didn't do, since the last floods, they also lifted the distribution boxes on the swims, which they thought they lift them a meter, that would be enough. It wasn't enough. Those were flooded again, and obviously when that electrical equipment is flooded, they get seriously damaged. Now, this week that is coming now is the week for risk assessment, or damage assessment, damage control. See exactly what has been damaged and starting to repair that wherever they can. As they can get into the swims now. There's still water on the swims, but they can get into that. So let's just go and have a look at what it looks like today and how that has subsided. And then in a week or two's time, we'll be back with episode 3 to show you exactly how the progress is. So Hakim and your team, Dean, and your management team looking after all of this, good luck. I'm sure that it's not going to be too long, and then all the anglers can be back at Denale. See you guys in a couple of weeks.
Good afternoon, guys. Just a quick update on the water. As you can see behind me, the water has went down quite a bit. It's actually at that stage where we can put back our fences and just keep it clean. The water was at a stage right here in front of me, as you've seen in previous videos. Then I just would like to applaud everybody that was involved, emergency services, everybody from the mine, everybody from Limfa, for helping us during this situation. And I would like to applaud the mine as well with the dam wall that they built, or held its integrity. And yes, still a lot of water that's coming down, and we'll keep you updated soon.